Hey everyone, it's Zach here again, coming with you with another live stream. Now, for this live stream, I will talk about movies that were from last year in 2023. Yeah, mainly the ones that flopped at the box office, but sometimes the ones that were successful. Anyway, these include movies such as. Okay, that rabbit movie, I forgot the name, let me know in the chat. Ruby Gilman, Teenage Kraken, Elemental, Spider Man Across the Spider Verse, Nimona, Wish, and Migration. Also, not counting Trolls Band Together or Chicken Run 2, since those two movies are just hit or miss. In fact, nobody asked for sequels for those movies. Anyway, the year 2023, aka last year, was pretty bad for animated movies. I mean, basically, most of the movies and shows in that year were kind of bad, but there are some I liked, like Ruby Gilman, Teenage Kraken, Elemental, which is the thumbnail for this live stream, Spider Man Across the Spider Verse, Migration, and more. And I haven't watched Wish yet, but sorry, but I'm not planning to because the show is basically. Sorry, did I say show? I mean, the movie is basically kind of boring anyway. And this user, Isaac, said Disney Junior Lou and Lou Safety Patrol 2012. Sorry, dude, but that has nothing to do with the live stream. I'm so might have to put you in timeout. Anyway, back onto the live stream. Anyway, this is a live stream, and basically, okay, first let's talk about Migration, better known as uh Illumination's attempt at making a movie based on ducks. There was also the Super Mario Bros. Movie, but that doesn't need an introduction, so that doesn't count. Anyway, here for Migration, this revolves around ducks going into a city that. Okay, the premise sounds too familiar to Blue Sky's Rio. This feels more like a Blue Sky film than a Illumination movie. And then there's Ruby Gilman, Teenage Kraken. Basically, this film was only in theaters for just one day. After that, nobody talks about it, and everyone literally despises that movie. But for me, I highly disagree. I mean, the movie has a great concept and great storytelling, etc. Anyway, next we have Elemental. I mean, this did flop at the box office, but did improve on itself once it was released on Disney Plus. And it also kind of got their Happy Meal items a little late, since the Happy Meal items came a day after the movie was released in theaters. Okay. And I was always planning on watching it on Disney Plus, since I didn't get a chance to watch it in theaters, but basically I'm doing this live stream right now, so that might have to wait. And also, the main focus that many people have for Elemental is not because of the coloring, not because of the good visuals, but because of Ember, the main protagonist. Basically, she does have a great personality, and basically is the second is the third is the third Pixar character to be a female protagonist, since there are only two female protagonists in DreamWorks. Why do I keep saying that? There are only two female protagonists in Pixar movies around the time when I was watching Pixar. Joy from Inside Out and May from Turning Red. But here for basically Elemental, it's their third female character. And just like Ariel from The Little Mermaid, I actually don't mind if she's really attractive. I better get back to the live stream and stop being sidetracked. Anyway, next we have the second Spider-Verse movie. Basically, this movie was highly received, and I think many people find it better than Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. Man, Sony Pictures Animation is having a really great time these days. They're not stuck with making the same movies over and over again, like how they did with Hotel Transylvania, the Emoji Movie, and their hybrid films. Their only movie back in the day that I could say was decent was the Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs films. But beyond that, Sony back in the day was pretty bad compared to Sony these days, which is actually pretty decent. Anyway, also for 2023, we also include movies like Wish, Baby Shark's Big Movie, the Super Mario Bros. Movie, like I mentioned earlier, Nimona, also known as the final Blue Sky movie, and more. And the credit has to go to Nimona. I mean, Nimona did great by being the last Blue Sky movie, and came out 2 years after Blue Sky Studios shut down. But beyond that, this movie is good. For Baby Shark's Big Movie, it did get good receptions and how it was expected to get bad receptions. But I find the movie to be just mediocre. Sure, Baby Shark's Big Show did improve on me, but the movie is just mediocre. And also, we all know about this year's movies. I mean, sure, they're improving on what last year did, but I don't know. Anyway, then we have Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem. I mean, it's great that we had another TMNT adaptation after so long, and Nickelodeon will be making a series out of this known as Tales of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, which was the name of the final season of the 2012 adaptation. Anyway, and then there's also a lot of Netflix movies in 2023, which, since there's so many, I can't really talk about them. And last but not least, we have both Trolls Band Together and Chicken Run 2. Sure, I had to mention them somehow. Basically, these two movies are like the worst movies from this year yet. I mean, it wasn't necessary to bring back the Trolls for a third movie, and Chicken Run was so fine with just being a standalone movie by DreamWorks, not as a whole franchise. And this year they're making another Wallace and Gromit movie, at least I think. But anyway, that's all I have to say in this live stream. Anyway, but before I end it, here are some movies that are coming out this year. The Looney Tunes movie, The Day the Earth Blew Up, Inside Out 2, the one of the recent movies, The Tiger's Apprentice, another recent, The Casa Grande's movie, an upcoming film by Disney, but as of March 29th, we haven't got any information on it yet, and etc. So anyway, everyone, that's all I have to say. See you soon, and I'm out.